What is up, everybody? Rajay back again. It is time to take a look at another beer. Happy Tuesday to you, and Cinco de Mayo as well if you're out there enjoying something of a margarita or any type of Mexican drink as well. I am back to check out another beer, and thank you for coming along for the ride. Shout out to number one fan in the house already, Erie. Welcome. Good to see you. Things are going somewhat well. First day back after a 3-day weekend, and I felt it because I was getting hammered with stuff right from the beginning. So, got back into the office to get stuff. Well, I didn't go into the office. I stayed here at the house, but you know what I mean. Back in that office mentality. That last day went through too quickly, and hopefully you guys can hear me coming through okay. I'm actually testing out a new microphone that just arrived today as well, so seeing how this compares to the other mic that I had, but this is supposed to be a little bit of a different type that can actually maybe up the game a little bit here on the channel. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it sounds good coming through. You guys let me know if it is not. And tonight I'm taking a look at a India Pale Ale that is actually out of Sweden. And this is going to actually come from Omnipollo. It is their Lustro. And if you're familiar with Omnipollo, you're probably familiar with their beers. They do some pretty good stuff. The problem run into here is getting the stuff fresh enough because it doesn't always get here in time. So I'm hoping this one does pan out. But I got it from one of my places I can pretty much trust along those lines. And thank you, Erie, there. You said you can hear me good. Excellent, excellent. And shout out to Eric Gilbert as well. Good to see you as my friend. And yeah, so this is going to be a short little look at this beer. And then I think I'm going to jump over to Malton and Montreal in a bit. He wanted to get together and talk about some beer stuff there. He had a few brews. So when I'm done here, if you guys want to check out Swami, Malton and Montreal, should be good to go. I think he might be starting around 9 or a little after 9. I told him probably somewhere between 9 and 9:30 when I could probably get freed up. So anyway, here's a look at the can of the beers that I'm going to be drinking here. And again, this is Lustro from Omnipollo. It's an Imperial India Pale Ale. So this one comes in with an ABV of 8%. See if I can do the hand trick so it'll tighten up the camera there for you. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Looks like it's one of those times when it's not going to do it. Anyway, that's kind of the look on it. On the back, they kind of like have a little logo there, which is like a light spotlight shining down, or maybe it's something different. Maybe it's a slice of pie or something. I don't know. It's a triangle. I don't know. It doesn't really tell you on here. But I think it's supposed to be kind of a spotlight illuminating a certain spot there. Product of the United States. They actually brought it in through Brooklyn, New York, through 12% LLC. That handles most of their distribution. Dorchester Brewing, Boston, Mass. So I think they pretty much at this point kind of send the recipes over and they're making it here, but we're still getting charged somewhat as for it being kind of an import. Anyway, let's get this baby open. I was reading the can here. It says every man and every woman is a star. So I guess it is a spotlight that's supposed to shine on down onto you like you're on stage. Interesting. They don't really give you much more on it besides that. So nice 12% can. Now for this, I'm just going to use an IPA glass. Usually for an Imperial, they'll say, oh, you should use a snifter, something like that for the higher ABV, which I often do, but figured tonight I just wing it with this one. Plus, I didn't feel like washing any of my glasses earlier. So there we go. Got a pretty big head on it. You look at the color of it, you got an orange-yellow color that reminds me pretty much of a lot of the juicier type IPAs. Head itself, you're looking at about a 4 finger, so it did come out with some nice foaminess there, which is always fine because that's going to open up the aromas. When you go to take that whiff, you want to have like a larger type head. Get the aromas out of it, plus release some of the gases so you're not bloated on later on as well. Alien light. Yeah, I was going to say that does have the alien feel too, especially with that green there. Who knows? It might be one of those cans you can turn the lights off and it glows in the dark. I haven't tried that, but I've seen stuff like that out there before. I only watch Swami if he drinks maple syrup and eats poutine. That could happen. He is in Canada like you, my friend. But aroma-wise, you're getting a sensation of some tropical notes in here. You get a little bit of kind of like a pineapple. You definitely get a fruitiness that is kind of reminiscent, more tropical than, well, I say citrusy, but you do have that orange in there. You have a little bit of a tangerine as well. So I guess you got a combination of both taking place. But the pineapple type note comes out the most right now. You know, having a lot of the New England IPAs is kind of very similar to that on the nose. Gilbert put in here. If he drinks. But it smells like it is pretty fresh. I am getting a little bit of that dank quality you expect to get from an India Pale Ale as well, taste-wise. Yeah, you're definitely getting some of the resin quality in place here as well. Shout out to Eric Muniz. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you as well. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you as well. Eric's a cool guy, and if you didn't see the talk that we had a couple weeks ago, he's actually at Lord Hobo, so make sure you check that out, and I definitely recommend checking out some of the Lord Hobo beers. This one here, we got a nice dryness to it. You got a nice astringent quality to it. You are picking up that fruitiness in the taste as well. I do get that pineapple type feel. You get a freshness from the hops in the mouth. Some of that throat scraping on the way down. Being a double IPA, this one actually came in at 80 IBU. You do get that bitterness in place, but you do pick a little bit up of that malty back with it as well. Let you know it's definitely going to have a higher ABV to it. A lot of times with the lower IPAs, you get that bitterness hit, but you're not getting as much of the malt feel. On the double and Imperial, you get a little bit more of that malty effect in the background. You can definitely feel the flavor in the cheeks area. Get that sensation to suck in the cheeks and pull out more flavor. Texture-wise, a little bit of a syrupy type texture to it, which is common for this type of style. Hey, what is going on? Dollar just chiming in to add a non-Eric voice to the chat. He said, "Oh, that one is here." Yeah. Overall, it's pretty decent. Now, Omnipollo, I have not really been disappointed with them in a lot of the stuff they actually do. They do a great job of their beers. The hardest thing, like I mentioned earlier, is really getting a hold of them when they come in and getting them in a fresh enough state. A lot of the times, especially the IPA, if it's something where it's not the IPA, you're a lot better off. I got the Omnipollo's a couple stouts downstairs that I'll be doing. Those ones I usually get in with no problem. Plus, they're bigger stouts usually, so they will definitely hold. But this one is pretty decent. I do like it. Leaves you with a nice after effect of it. You have, like I said, that finish on the back end, that tone. It sticks around for a little bit and then dies down. But it's what you would expect to have from an India Pale Ale or double India Pale Ale. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section. Or if you have had any of the Omnipollo beers, let me know what you think as well. You can also put some comments down there or other ones you might want me to check out. And I had to give a shout out because I didn't do it last time. I actually switched over a little bit of the music in the background here. So I'm actually dropping some sounds that are being made by copyright-free music. So if you're a YouTuber and you're looking for some background sounds, copyright-free music is one of the stations you can actually use or channels you can use. Just give them credit in the description of your video, royalty-free. They're putting out different stuff, and I'm actually digging some of their tracks a little bit more. So that's the music I'm actually using here, but I want to give them a shout out. And if you go into my description, you'll see a link down there where you can actually click on it, and it'll take you to their YouTube page as well. Swami is in Quebec. Quebec is the eastern of Canada, filled with angry French-speaking commies. Well, that explains a lot, Gilbert. That explains a lot. Hey, Carla, cheers. How are you doing this evening? Welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying something nice. Speaking of it being Cinco de Mayo, is anybody enjoying any type of Mexican lager or margarita, a little tequila? Is anybody celebrating? It is also Tuesday. So you got the Taco Tuesday and a Cinco de Mayo on the same day. So that's like a double dip. That's just pure fun satisfaction. Erie, I don't even know why you would throw the Z word up there. There's no Zima anywhere to be found. You cannot be having a Zima right now. And if you are, shame on you. Shame on you, Erie, if you're having a Zima. Hey, ever tracked down anyone? No, I have not been able to get Waldo as of yet. I went last weekend to one of our stores where we also get Lagunitas, and they told me they were out of it within a few hours when they put it on the shelf. They only got like one shipment, and it wasn't a ton. I'm going to try another place this week down in another part of town that's a little bit off the beaten path. People know about it, but they may not be searching it out there for the Waldo. But at this point, I may not get it again until try next year, possibly. It's funny because the last one I had was either I got it last year or the year before, but before that, it was hard to find. It's just, I just don't get a lot of places that pick it up here. By the time, if I were going to go to, say, Jungle Gyms, which is our big beer store, you don't get there in time, that one gets wiped out rather easily, and everybody goes there like for craft beer and stuff. So still looking for it, just haven't come across it yet, but I keep hearing how good it actually is. Celebrated by taking a siesta. Nothing wrong with that. Throw the feet up and the head back. And just relax and chill for the evening, right? Actually got First Blood on the TV right now. I haven't seen that in a while. And pretty good. It's still a pretty good movie. Like held well over time, so. But now tomorrow will be hump day, which will be nice. It'll be midweek. So get ready to go into the weekend. Tomorrow night, possibly over on Beer Chuck's channel. I'll be over there for the What the ABV. I have to email him back. I know he's setting it up for tomorrow. I just don't know how many people are already going to be on it. So if I'm not on that tomorrow night, I may come on here and do some more videos and stuff. Rampant. Hey, what's going on, James? Cheers, my friend. Omnipollo is delicious like your rascal. Well, thank you, James. Make sure you guys check out Rampant Lion reviews as well. James does some pretty good beer stuff. He knows all about Omnipollo being over there in Sweden. Yeah, it's a delicious beer. Like I said earlier before you got here, the only issue we run into is sometimes getting it in fresh, especially for the IPAs. We do have the stouts, and the stouts are a little bit better, especially since there's some bigger stouts. But getting IPA in, and this was a nice find that I had at one of the places I was at, and definitely held up well. Instead of Waldo, grab some Optimum. Great batch this year. I have seen that around, so I may go ahead and check that out so I can get some of that too. We actually still have some of the Hop Slam around too. I don't know. Last year I was feeling like Hop Slam was just kind of, I feel like it's a good beer, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like it's one of those beers that gets overrated. It's solid, but it's also probably at a higher level than it should be, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll definitely take a look so I can find some of that there. Yeah, the week is definitely flying by. Which today, after being out a day, whenever you're out, most people, you come back. At least in the office, I've said is you're usually behind because you're catching up on stuff. So today went really quick for the most part, but I had like meetings and calls, and then I was getting emails. So tomorrow, I'm pretty much my day really getting back in and doing stuff along those lines. But yeah, it'll be nice. It's nice to have a short week, and then we're 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out from Memorial Day. So we got 2 more Mondays. It'll be Memorial Day, which will be a nice weekend there as well. So that'll be upcoming short week. Maybe people could be outside the house by then. Who knows? Maybe, depending where you're at. Some people are getting out this week, so it's like we're paroling all around the country in different systems. You're free to go. You're free to go. You're free to go. I had many on Apollo, but not that one. Yeah, this was the first time I've actually seen this one. And I think I may have gotten a Rod J deal on it. I don't have my thing here, but I think that was another one I got a deal on when I had it there. It made me a little nervous about if it was still pretty good. But yeah, it actually was. And, you hit some of these stores right now, they're cleaning some of their shelves out because a lot of people aren't getting out there because of the Corona stuff. So you can find some good deals, whether it's on beer, whether it's on wine, whether it's on spirits. When I went to party stores, everything was pretty much on sale there. So as far as different categories, and I would definitely say take advantage of it. Try to get yourself some Rod J deals. And thank you, Erie. Always appreciate it, my friend. Smash that like button. Likes are always appreciated. Hop Slam feels like hype anymore. Yeah, I'm right there with you. It just, like I said, it's still a good beer, but with so many other ones that are out there now, I feel like you can find some other stuff and at better values than what that is. But if I'm in a Hop Slam, someone gave me a Hop Slam, or I'm drinking one at the bar, I'm not upset with it. It's just for me to want to go out there and buy a full, I can't remember if it was a 4 or 6-pack with that one. It's just, I feel like I can get some other stuff that's just as good as well. But I think it's a lot of hype on it. And yeah, and then there was a way overpriced as well, which yeah, definitely is along those lines for what you're getting. Back in the day, that price was worth it because, it stood out. Like, I think what I get there at one of my breweries, the Street Side Brewery, that's local, and you'll get a 4-pack of like their double IPA or whatever, and it might be $17. But I feel like theirs is more fitting for what you're paying for, and it gives me more what I like. Now, it could be just on that personal preference. Someone else may say they think that's overpriced, but they're all solid. Like a 4-pack of pint cans, I think it's more worth it. I'd rather put the money there than maybe like into the Hop Slam, considering there's a lot of other comparable beers to that style. What's up, Tyler? Cheers, my friend. It's been a while. Hopefully you've been doing well, and it's always good to see you. And I like the avatar, looking at the mountains there in the background, kind of, again, makes you want to get outside, right? I have to check out Omnipollo Contract Brewer in Toronto. Yeah, see if they can get this one. Again, if you like IPAs, the Lustro, definitely worth checking out for sure from Omnipollo. Nice job. I'll just add that Optimum is only 45 a case, 10% and delicious. Well, if you're getting a case, now a case, that's 24, right? You're saying that's 40. That's not that bad. That's not that bad if you're getting 45 for 24 of them. Yeah, for Lustro. No, I don't work for Sierra Nevada. No, but that would be for that kind of price, that would be a good deal, though. You just know a guy, right? I know a guy, and that guy can cut me a deal in here where I get 45 for a case. Nothing wrong with that. It's always nice when you find some good deals out there for getting some beer and everything, too. All right. But I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Again, this is going to be a little shorter one, so I can go get some other stuff and jump on with Malton in Montreal here in a bit. And if you haven't been over to Malton in Montreal's channel, make sure you check him out. It's all together, I believe. Malton in Montreal. And we're going to be talking a little bit of beer over there. I'm probably going to grab one of the Dogfish Head Fruitful Fort just to chill and have one. I mean, it's 18% ABV. Not like I'm going to need more than that. And kind of kick it and talk some beer stuff there. And yeah, check it out. Omnipollo, another solid brewery. As far as I'm kind of getting back into where people were asking about rating stuff. So as far as a rating, I'm going to put this into my Untapped here. If you follow me on Untapped, it is Rajay BeerVentures. So if you're on Untapped, you can hook up with me there as well. On this one, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I think it's definitely at a nice level there for what you would expect to get, and it definitely delivers. So that's my rating that'll be applied to this one. And for me, a 4 out of 5 means it's definitely a pickup, very good, and hits on a lot of the key qualities. So that's where I put a 4. Cheers to you, Gilbert, as well, and to you, Erie. Have a good night and enjoy that siesta. Get that rest in. And I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.